Hello, good morning. Quarter to 3 in the morning. Bit of a worry when you wake up so early. But I suppose sometimes we have things on our mind. Yesterday I did a talk about families and some of the issues about families. I'd like to refer to something that I've discovered myself, and it ponders a very important question. How much does the family really care about you being a member of their new extended family? You know, you have sons and daughters that we often refer to sacrifice, go overseas, and make a new life over there. And in the process, generally send back on a regular basis money to support the family. You know, when you come along as a new person in the lives of their family, you're dealt two ways. One with excitement that mother or father has discovered a foreigner as a partner. Because there are fathers that discover they have a foreigner wife, maybe in America or Australia. And the family is eager to meet them and to accept them into the family. But for some selfish members of a family, there's nothing but problems ahead. And those problems are not the foreigner's fault. They're the inability to adjust and accept life as it is. After all, if we're talking, say, about a mother and a son or daughter, suggesting that somehow you're not treating her mother correctly, maybe treating her like a slave, that comes from, I believe, a way of looking at life from a different angle. The traditional woman in the Philippines treats her husband with respect, treats her partner with respect. That's what brings us here to the Philippines. And when a son or a daughter suggests that somehow one's not treating her right from hers or his perspective, observation, it's a bit of a worry because that not only places a pressure on the foreigner to justify his stance or his behavior, but also for the mother to be disrespected in such a way that somehow a daughter or son can come back and tell her how she should be living her life with her new found friend. But if you look at it further along and you say to yourself, one day that person will come back, maybe to live permanently in the Philippines. And guess what? Where will they live? Will they live in the family home because they don't have a home of their own? Or will they go out with all their extra money and find a place to rent somewhere else or maybe even to buy? I suggest maybe the first one would be the more likely. They will automatically refer to their mother or their father's home as my home, our home, as if somehow it's not ours, being a foreigner as well. Even if you had nothing to do with the original build of a home, once you move in with somebody who you intend to create a relationship with, that person and yourself treat the home, our place of residence. And for somebody who doesn't even live on a regular basis, to come in and start suggesting that somehow their observations are that My mother looks after you all the time. She's your driver. She does this for you. She does that. She does your washing. You're treating her like a slave. Really? The fact that I'm the man around the house, fixing things, doing things with her, for her, seems to escape her mind, or his mind. And also maybe there was a situation maybe where she was sending money or he was sending money on a regular basis. And oh yes, it stopped suddenly. Why? Oh, because mother told her that she's got a new boyfriend. So that somehow wipes her hands of any more responsibility, especially if you're looking after maybe a grandchild or grandchildren. Is the foreigner expected to be automatically to take that role instead of the mother of those grandchildren, who before was quite happy to send money to support her elderly mother? These are the questions you have to ask yourself. Okay, you have Karens everywhere in the world, and to a degree, I believe that many foreign, especially some of the women, who go overseas and become westernized, they adopt the idea that somehow they've got all the answers. They know how their mother feels. Really? When they've only been there a couple of times since they've left. They've had a good life. The mother has sacrificed so much to give them a good life. And what do they do to return it? They come back like a hand grenade and throw it in amongst everybody who is quite happy and contented in their lives. It does sound a little selfish, doesn't it? But nevertheless, it's a story that could happen to you. And we have to ask ourselves that question, that if that happened to you, how would it make you feel about a secure, long-term relationship when you have somebody who has that kind of an attitude, possibly coming to live under your same roof again? Difficult choices, aren't there? My thought for the day.